Well, as you may recall, I made a video a while back about how Ruby's Costume Company Incorporated is trying to trademark the word creepypasta, and like everybody else who's tried to trademark creepypasta, they didn't create it, they don't own it. They're just trying to get it for, branding, corporate, soulless shill reasons. They want to make Halloween costumes and masks of creepypasta characters, I guess. Now, I wouldn't have thought this was a big deal. They even actually, I should say, they even have tried to also trademark a logo. So if the trademark for the word falls through, they have a logo trademarked at least. Now, when you trademark a logo, it doesn't mean you own the actual word. It just means you own this specific logo right here. So this is clearly like a backup plan in case the creepypasta trademark gets rejected, which it should be, because it's not something they own. Now, when I first talked about this, I said, I don't really, I'm not really going to make this like a big issue because they're doing it in the field of Halloween costumes and masks. They're not doing it in the field of writing, which was like my big issue in the past. So I kind of was just going to leave it at that and say, I hope that it's denied, and I hope people fight it, but, I'm not going to make a big stink about it. But recently, it was brought to my attention that another Halloween costume company that makes things like Slenderman morph suits is sort of getting into the creepypasta stuff, and we'll see exactly why that's a problem in a minute here. If we look at the description here, the Slenderman, he lives deep in our collective subconscious, without our really knowing who he is or where he came from, or why he is the creepiest thing to ever haunt our laptops. But the truly scary... This is somebody who doesn't know jack shit about it. This is like, it seems like they probably copied this from like a top 10 article or something. But the truly scary thing about a collective mystery is that no one knows the truth. He's pure mystery and menace. We'll admit that scares the bejesus out of us. Now, what you may notice is they're calling this Slenderman. Slenderman is a trademarked and copyrighted character. Okay, so obviously they paid for the right to do this, I guess, right? I mean, yeah, it would be natural to think that they licensed the Slenderman character from the owners to, make and sell this costume. Now, whoever the supplier is, maybe HalloweenCostumes.com, Fun Incorporated, I think, is the owner of this. Maybe they don't make this. Maybe they just buy and supply them. I don't know. I'm not looking that far into it. But what I do know is that they also sell a Ben Drowned mask. Now, this is where it gets a bit sketchy. This is a Link mask from Nintendo, and even though it says this officially licensed full mask, there is no fucking way that they licensed Link from The Legend of Zelda for a horror mask. There is no fucking way they actually licensed this from Nintendo of America, or anywhere at any point. I don't believe that they licensed this from the creator of Ben Drowned. Not that he owns Link, not that he owns The Legend of Zelda or any right to it, but I sincerely doubt that they licensed this from the creator of the creepypasta, or the ARG, I should say. And I very definitely doubt they got any permission from Nintendo to make a creepy Link mask. So when they say this is an officially licensed full mask, I believe they're lying. I believe they're lying. I believe that this company is actually straight up lying to its customers. Committing fraud, to be honest. They're putting in writing that this is licensed when it's not licensed. That has to be fraud in my book. But maybe you're not with me on this one. Maybe you don't think, maybe you're thinking to themselves, maybe they did license it from the creator of the ARG. Maybe they did license, Link from Nintendo. Sure, okay, that's fine, but let's move on. Here we have Laughing Jack. Straight up calling it Laughing Jack, not even coming up with like a spoof name or something, to make it legal. They actually are calling it Laughing Jack. Okay? Now, this also says that it's officially licensed. Okay? Creepypasta, Laughing Jack Adult Mask, blah blah blah, officially licensed. So they're claiming that this is legally licensed from the creator of Laughing Jack. Only problem with that is that I contacted Snuff Bomb, the creator of Laughing Jack, And he said that they never contacted him and it is not licensed. This is not officially licensed. They are fucking liars. They are absolute fucking liars. These are criminals. They are committing trademark, copyright violations, whatever you want to put on it, intellectual property violations, on top of claiming that it's officially licensed when it is not, which is, I would assume, licensing fraud. I would assume that it's defrauding their customers. So, yeah, HalloweenCostumes.com, Fun Incorporated. You're criminals. You're committing a criminal act here. I don't understand how they could just so boldly and wantonly lie like this. I don't understand it. And I especially don't understand how they can charge so much money for a piece of fucking latex with hair, but, you know, whatever. And this is the problem with the trademark. This is the problem with the trademark is I wouldn't have thought that Ruby's costume company would do anything other than try to would do anything other than try to trademark the word creepypasta and maybe make some, knockoff masks. Like, instead of Slender Man, they have Faceless Man. Instead of Jeff the Killer, they have, Jeffrey the Stabber. Those types of things where it's a spoof, it's satire, it's whatever. It's a knockoff, it's a bootleg, you can't really do much about it. I never would have thought they would actually just wantonly steal the actual thing. So now I see, my eyes have been opened. Just when I think it can't get worse, it gets worse every fucking time. We have companies just blatantly stealing the characters and claiming that they licensed them. It's sick. It's sad. What I'm going to do after this video is I'm going to contact this company, and I'm going to ask who they licensed these from. Because maybe somebody is out there selling fake licenses to characters they don't own, for all I know. Maybe this company isn't to blame. Maybe they were rooked by somebody, but they're still to blame because they should have researched it. But, it makes me wonder how many things here are actually licensed. Are these Incredibles t-shirts licensed? I don't know if any of this is actually licensed because, this is fraud right here. But yeah, so I'm going to contact them. I'm going to ask where they've licensed these specific items from. I probably will get no reply because, people don't ever respond because they don't have anything to justify what they've done. Hashtag CreepyLeaks. But, yeah, I'm never going to get a reply, but if I'm wrong and I do get a reply, I will post an update video with what they say, because this is just absolutely nuts.